Dan Lawless here, West Ham fan TV, outside my TV, which I watched it on after Newcastle United 2, West Ham United 2. It's an emotional game, mate. We had the lead twice. Unfortunately, let it slip, but got a point at the end of the day against a very informed Newcastle, mate.
Yeah, do you know what, Dan? As I was saying, before we went on air, I think difficult place to go. They put a few past Bournemouth before, hadn't they? And obviously, we had a good result against Chelsea, but we knew we needed to go there and sort of show that momentum to sort of finish in the Chelsea game, scoring the injury time goal and obviously fully deserving it. As I say, I only caught the last half an hour of it. But like you say, I saw the Antonio first goal. I think that was Lascelles, if I remember rightly, seeing it fucked up there. But good work from Bowen. He seems to be a revelation, 3 in the last 2, sort of assisting wise. Souček obviously with the second goal. Antonio finished the first one really well, by the way. For someone that, as we well know, is not a striker, and he's running his bollocks off down there. Like each game we've played now, he's been very committed to the cause, and that's the sort of players that we want. And but like I say, just unfortunate, we get our noses in front for the second time, and then sort of switch off and 4-0, if you like. We clear the lines, we're all pushing out together, we're pushing out as a unit, and 4-0 obviously didn't get the memo. So unfortunately.
He was screaming for offside, though, wasn't he, for now? Even though he was the one keeping him offside. And he was like, it's like...
Yeah, I didn't think he obviously couldn't see it. He didn't look across the line, could he? He didn't see it very well. So, obviously, listen, but, most sides that will go to Newcastle could potentially struggle. We haven't lost, right, we conceded another 2 goals. But it looks good, taking that momentum again, sort of, a couple of games now. Moyes hasn't had back-to-back victories. Obviously, maybe you can see why. But I think he's right to have a bit of the ump tonight, Moyes. Like, he's set out well, no changes from the Chelsea game. Rice still captain. I think a few people moaning up that when Noble come on, having a captaincy back, but obviously he is club captain as we know it currently.
How do you feel about the decision? Because at the time, myself, Jace, and a lot of people in the comments were calling for like Lanzini off, Yarmolenko on, right? That seemed like the substitutions made, and I was really perplexed at why instead he brought Noble on. It was 1-1.
Especially the fact that he brought Noble on for 1 as opposed to Yarmolenko, like you said, or maybe even Jack. But the fact of him playing in that sort of 10 role as well, Noble's not one, obviously, for assisting Antonio, as we know, that's not an out-and-out striker anyway. So that was pretty strange decision. Maybe we could have done with Yarmolenko on prior to him coming on anyway. And maybe a Wilshere, just, he'd done a few good bits, that we saw against Chelsea. And you think he might have got the nod in front of Noble in that situation. But I don't know, maybe it's an odd one, really. Maybe that should be put into question, or maybe that will be answered sort of as we go forward.
He didn't really do much. He put in a good corner later on, which we nearly scored from. But apart from that, he didn't really affect the game in too much of a positive way. So it was.
I think we needed to. As I made, in my opinion, I think Noble's one of them that shouldn't be in the starting 11. So I think that was right, and obviously keeping not changing the winning formula as such from Wednesday from the Chelsea game, but basically bringing Noble into a game to shore it up when we know maybe we're going to get the points. This one weren't obviously a given, and obviously we haven't got the maximum points. But listen, on another day that might have been one we would have lost. So we're picking up points as we go, which obviously makes Wednesday's game now with Burnley sort of crucial. But I think you might argue as well the fact that 4 points in the last 2 games. You'd have said prior to the lockdown, even maybe, or coming back from the Wolves game and the Tottenham away game, that we weren't necessarily or don't deserve to get anything. But we've obviously showed a bit of resilience and we've battled quite well. Maybe as a unit, which is weird to see for West Ham. But I think now with the pins dropping as to knowing that we're in this situation still, and if we can maybe beat Burnley, it would have been nicer going into the Burnley with 2 previous wins. But obviously we know Moyes in both of his stints with us now hasn't had back-to-back wins. And as I say, maybe that's why. But let's see what happens on Wednesday. So
how are you feeling about? How are you feeling about survival in the grand scheme of things? Obviously, 4 points clear now with a drop. Much better goal difference than the other 2 teams. Obviously, Aston Villa has now just started to play against Liverpool, which will tell us a lot. How are you feeling about survival?
I think, to be honest with you, I think I had a chat with Nicky, obviously, on the was it the Tottenham game or maybe after the Wolves game, and bit dejected and that after that. So the obvious thing would be to say that we were going to go down and can't see how we're going to stay in the league. But I think as well, when you look at the teams like Villa, like Bournemouth, I mean, goal difference wise, it feels like as good as 2 wins for us. Like, although we've beaten Chelsea and drawn today, with the goal difference, it seems pretty much like 2 wins, because we've got that bit of clearance, but we've also got that bit of goal difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would take them to win twice and us to lose twice in a row for them to overtake us. So,
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And, the fact that they shipped a few, didn't they, yesterday at Old Trafford, and hopefully, like I say, Villa now we're going to ship a few at Anfield, hopefully. That'll help us out. And then it might, situations might be a little bit clearer going into sort of Wednesday's game. Hopefully he keeps that same side again. Seemed to be a bit of a pattern of play there. Seems to be working as a unit, and he's obviously drilling them first 11 into working with each other and sort of helping each other out. So yeah, listen. Hopefully we can keep pushing on, and you'd like to think now, surely, that survival is there for us. I think even maybe, as I say, I really want to beat Burnley just to get that further reassurance, but if it's not to be and we nick another point, then we're not losing games, whereas the others sort of around us are. So hopefully Moores will drill us well, and I think fair play to him tonight. I think, like I say, he's kept the same team. He's had a midfield and not pulled out the back line, obviously, when we've cleared the ball, which is a bit unfortunate, but like you say, we haven't lost. We've nicked a point up in our place to go, and when they seem to be finding some form, and Bruce has done a really good job there, so take nothing away from him, and obviously that Maximum as well, we seem to maybe deal with him a little bit better than we have been known to do previously, so or when they come down to our place earlier. So yeah, listen, I think it's more, let's take the positives out of it, and let's battle on to let's train hard, prepare well, and see what happens Wednesday.
Agree, mate. We're moving in the right direction, so we'll see what happens Wednesday, mate. And thanks for coming on, and we'll chat to you after the Burnley game. Hopefully, we're talking about 3 points. So
exactly, mate. No worries. Yeah, no problem. Mate.
So good to see you again, and come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons. Keep the faith.